Today in the MTDCNC Tech Corner, I have Geoff from PSL Datatrack, and we're going to find out all about PSL and how it can help you solve your problems. So, Geoff, before we get into some of the pain points you've heard from customers, tell us about PSL and who are you guys?
Well, we supply production control software designed specifically for subcontract precision engineers. Starts with a quote, it all starts with a quote, runs all the way through to invoicing. It deals with all the manufacturing steps along the way. Quote fully detailed, and it flows data all the way through all the other modules. So it streamlines what they're doing in the office. And
obviously it's a modular system, so people, if they like what they see in here, they can start off quite small and then build in to the package they need.
They can start as simply as just quotations, and then they can add on works orders, purchase order processing, and drive it the whole way through. So you can be whatever size you currently are, you can get into Datatrack, start to gain benefits, and then it can grow with you as your business grows.
Right, well, we're going to try something a little bit different today. I'm going to give you some pain points, and we're going to try and hopefully you'll give me the solution you have for them. So Let's start with efficiency and automation. How can this help me?
Well, your quotation, you've all got to do quotes. The information's there, it feeds through. You don't retype anything. All the data flows through, makes you far more efficient. You're not retyping it. It's automated, that data coming through. You put an order on, you'll have quoted price breaks. You select the right quantity, the right price will come through. It's all about taking away the errors that come from human intervention. Just flow it all the way through.
Right, next pain point. This is another software that people have got to learn. So talk me through controlling it and the visibility and how easy it is to actually get running.
Well, we've always focused on the fact that the admin side is an overhead. So let's keep the interface as simple and as straightforward as possible. The screen stars are all consistent. The control buttons are consistent. Once you know the simple navigation and you understand the business concept, using the system becomes very, very straightforward.
And right, we've talked about quotations and how easy that is, but can this software help me with financial management?
Certainly. Let's face it, you've got several sides to it. You've obviously got the quote. You've got the invoice. You need to make sure that's going to make sense to the back end. It's not just about what you quote and what you're going to charge. Forecasts of your outstanding orders. You can see trends of what's happening. You can see the history of invoices as a trend to see whether customers are getting busier, going quieter, and so on. You've got stock control. So your component stocks, your making stock may be climbing. Did you realize it monitors that for you? Making sure you buy material at the right price. It's all part of the financial management.
And I like that because, like you said, if you're buying material, every time you go to that supplier, they're always going to give you a different price. If you've got traceability of where it came from, you can say, wait a minute, you charged me that price last time. Right. One that a lot of people are now getting into, which is accreditations and quality. Obviously, a lot of people are now getting audited. So how is this software going to help in that situation?
By the system being fully integrated, all the transactions all come back to a works order, ultimately. So when your auditor comes in, they can pick any job randomly. You can get that job up on the screen. You can jump to any of the other modules to find the key information. You can also produce a traceability report if they wish a printout, and they can double check whatever they would like to. It's that simple.
And then, right, so we've gone through quite a lot. I've got one more pain point for you. And obviously, a lot of software is out there. If you're going to buy it, you buy the whole thing in one go. But that can be quite costly. And if you buy a bit of software and you don't use half of it, you're sort of wasting your money. So with PSL, you've already said you can start quite small. So is it scalable? And will it grow with me as a business from the first day as a job shop, subcontract machine shop, all the way up until I'm running production 24/7?
Certainly. So literally, you can start as a single user, one PC, just the quotations module. You could grow up to a much larger subcontractor, employ maybe 50, 60 people, maybe more. And you can add more modules as you see fit. So our larger customers will have more demands in terms of things like contract review, non-conformance, gauge calibration. They won't matter so much if you're that much smaller and you can keep a tighter control on things yourself. So it's all about having the right solution based on the size of your company.
So to summarize, you have a solution for any problem people will face, trying to keep track of quotes, financial, like you said, traceability, it's all there. So one last point from me before we finish this is, obviously, again, like a new software to learn, a new software to get up and running. A pain point from me would always be, how fast can I get this software up and running, and how much time am I going to lose on the shop floor having to do training sessions? What's the fastest you've ever got this implemented and running in a customer's?
So one of our larger customers, we went on site to do training. This was some years ago. They were live on quotations within 2 hours. It was better than what they were doing. They just took to it straight away. And yeah, that was just a joy to see.
So if people at home have watched this, are having problems and would like to know more, how will they get in contact with you guys?
They go to our website, www.psldatatrack.com.
Well, Geoff, thank you for your time today. It's been great having you in the MTD studio.
Thanks, Tom.